the SSL channel strip, arguably the most popular and well-known channel strip in the world. This week, Waves released a new version, the SSL EV2. But how does it actually sound? Hi, welcome to the Crates Motel. My name's Conan, and in this video we're going to look at the new Waves SSL EV2 channel strip plugin. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is tell you what I'm not going to be doing in this video. Firstly, I'm not going to be comparing it to an actual SSL analog desk. The reason is, whilst I did use SSL desks in the 80s and 90s, I haven't actually mixed or sat behind an SSL desk in probably 15 years. So I'm not going to pretend I remember exactly how it sounds. So no comparisons to the original SSL desks. Secondly, I'm not going to compare it to anybody else's SSL channel strip plugin. The reason is, I don't have the actual SSL that they used to model their plugin. So again, it's pointless. Thirdly, I'm not going to run the plugin through Plugin Doctor or look at any scientific information about the plugin whatsoever. So what am I actually going to do in this video if I'm not going to compare it to an actual SSL desk, other companies' SSL channel strips, or run it through Plugin Doctor and bombard you with science? Well, this is a meat and potatoes video, so I'm just going to show you exactly how it sounds and whether it does exactly what it's supposed to do. So let's jump in. So let's kick off with the 909, the electronic music man's favourite. These are all going to be in mono because obviously, as you can see, they're mono channels, but we'll try it in stereo on some percussion and some instruments a bit later. I'm just going to do a very quick mix. I'm going to stick with the black EQ just because it's a bit punchier and it's what I would use on electronic music. When I do a mix of the live beat, we'll switch to the brown EQ. But you know, there's no rules. You can use either or either. But I just want to give you an idea of what either of them sound like in different situations. So let's just do a quick mix. Really nicely subtle, the dynamics on this. But it doesn't sound digital at all, it's really warm. Let's just drive it a little bit with the mic and just bring it back on here a little bit. You hear what difference it makes just driving it and the difference it makes in the dynamics. You can really shape the sound of the dynamics and create the groove in the drum beat. So what it does for me personally, it's It's a bit difficult to explain really. What I really like about the sound of this particular plugin is it's punchy and it does kind of give you a nice kind of analog warmth. I absolutely hate that expression, but it does. That's the only way I can really think of describing it. But at the same time, it's really easy to clean everything up and shape everything. If you just really get hands-on in this and just really play about with the controls and just try everything, push everything to its limit, it sounds really nice. You can really push things up to, up to the full, and it doesn't sound bad, but it breaks up really nicely. So that's the 909. So let's have a listen to it on some congas in stereo. This is going to be really nice if I push this and the dynamics. Again, you can really shape the sound with the dynamics. I might use the brown on that one. Yeah, I think I prefer how the brown sounds on the low end. It doesn't sound as nasally. See, I like my percussion to sound really, really dirty, so I would definitely use the brown in this situation. Just adds a bit more character to it. There's a little bit more warmth and it just sounds more organic. And see, those congas are actually programmed. I actually programmed them with, what did I use? Superior Drummer. But this just kind of, with the compression and pushing the mic here, it's really making the congas, to me, sound very organic. Okay, let's listen to it on some live drums. So on the live drums, let's use the brown EQ. Let me bring the overheads down a little bit in the mix there. Okay, I'm just going to do a very, very quick mix. This would be very, very quick. Actually, I want to listen. I remember the old SSL Browns, you could really push the bottom end on kicks. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Oh, that classic SSL sound, the dynamics with the fast attack. I'm going to push it with the preamp a little bit as well. Let's really smash this. There's a little bit of a phasing issue there, so. I really like how this sounds. It just sounds very natural to me. I don't want to say it sounds analogy because people harp on about that all day long. I just like the way it sounds to me. And that's really what I want to try and get across in this video, is about how it actually sounds, rather than comparing it, rather than questioning it, rather than bringing all science into it, just using my ears, just listening to it and deciding whether I'm going to want to use it in my tracks. I mean, excuse me, that is a very quick mix. I would take a lot longer over it, and I obviously would use probably a compressor overall as well, maybe an 1176 or a Fairchild. Not a real one, obviously. Let's just bypass all the effects. Just sounds really, really nice. Let's bring the congas in. I really like the dynamics. They seem to react how I remember dynamics acting on an SSL board. But I did say I wasn't going to compare. Yeah, so let's listen to it on some instruments. Right, so I've got it on a bass guitar here. You can really notice the difference in the brown and the black on this particular sound. Again, like I think I said earlier in the video, that it's the bottom end. The brown is just rounder and warmer, the black makes it punchier. Bit nasally as well on the black. So let's listen to it on a synth bass. Actually, let's really drive this. The preamp section really shines here. It's a nice distortion. Well, I like it anyway, obviously it's subjective. And again, you can push the EQ quite far. And you can really shape it with the dynamics. That just sounds dirty and gritty to me. I love it. So let's try it on a guitar. If you want that real clean kind of disco chic sound. I'm just really having a lot of fun with the preamp, pushing the preamp more and then bringing it down on the output. It's behaving how I want it to behave, where I can add a little bit of natural kind of harmonic saturation. And it just seems to really sit in the mix really, really nicely. Yeah, really, really nice. So let's listen to it on a breakbeat and I'll see how far I can push it, see if I can break things. Yeah, it sounds nice, really, really nice. Again, very kind of natural sounding to me. I haven't really cleaned it. Maybe it probably would just drop out a little bit around about here. You can hear that boxiness. really bringing out the natural room sound of the recording as well. Love the dynamics on this. So there you have it. I could have quite easily carried on all day. I didn't get to the vocals because I realised that the vocals would probably give me some copyright issues with YouTube, so sorry about that. But I hope I gave you an indication of how it actually sounds on some drums, on some guitar, some bass, that kind of thing. So do I like it myself? Yes, I absolutely love it. My personal opinion is Waves have really nailed this one. It's not going to replace my other SSL plugins, but I will definitely be using it on mixes. What do I love about it? I love the preamp section. I love the black and brown EQs. I love the difference between them. They will both get used. I love the way the dynamics behave. Just overall, I love the way that I can push the plugin really, really hard and it breaks up really naturally and just sounds really natural. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more mixing and mastering tutorials and reviews. This is the Crates Motel. My name's Conan. Till next time.